Peace, my beautiful souls. So I wanted to come talk to you guys also about time and how time is real life, like, different for me now. It's so much clearer to me how much of an illusion it is. And it started in the beginning of like my spiritual awakening, my Kundalini awakening. Like, I was losing track of time so much. And when I think back, like, on this last like year and a half or however long it's been, like, it's like it genuinely feels like it's been like at least 10 years. Like, at least 10 years. Time is so different now. Like, the days kind of feel normal for the most part, but as the days pass, like weeks pass, it feels like a week has been a month, like a month has been a year. Like, and I want to know like how that is for you, and has that, like, if it feels like that now, like after having spiritual awakenings and stuff, like after, like, I know a part of it is like us timeline jumping, like time hopping, whatever you want to call it, quantum leaping, all that stuff, yeah. But how, like, I would like to know, like, how does that feel for you guys? Because like, it literally feels like my last year and a half was like 10 years ago. Like, and I think back, it's been a year. Like, it's been a little over a year, almost 2 years now. But I swear to goodness, it's been like 20 years. Like, 1 year has been 10 years. Like, it feels like it was so long ago. Like, I'm not kidding. It feels like it's been forever. And I know I have jumped a lot of timelines. Like, but it's so crazy. Like, it's crazy to actually feel it. Like, it's one thing to hear people talk about it and then to like feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm gonna sound crazy to some people, but I know I'm not gonna sound crazy to a lot of other people too. But like, yeah, like, how do y'all, I don't want to say how do you deal with it, because it's not like I need help dealing with it. Like, it's just is what it is. But it's just wild to me, like wildly beautiful, like in a good way, because it makes me laugh when I think about it, because it has not been that long, like, realistically speaking. But it makes me think of how much like closer to my spirit I am, because in other realms, like in the spirit realm, time is not how it is here on earth. So I feel like I'm here on earth, but I'm also not, because like I'm not, but we all are really, or can be, in different, dimensions all at once. And then also knowing that, like, so it makes me think, like, when we hit 5D completely, like 5D earth, heaven on earth, the time is just really going to be completely different, right? And then it makes me think about also the videos I've been seeing of like people's gardens blooming when they're not supposed to be blooming and stuff like that, because like the whole earth is shifting right into a whole different ass reality. And so it also makes me think and wonder how much longer like our lifespans are going to be in that timeline, in like the 5D earth, because I've seen and read a lot of things of like a long time ago, when the earth was functioning at its prime, we lived a lot longer. But that's also because we ate different, right? We lived differently. So if in the future we're eating better, healthier, and our way of life, as in meditating and moving our bodies, like doing a lot of exercise, yoga, movement, like really taking care of our mind, body, and soul, we're definitely, yes, going to be living a lot longer lives, right? Like, it's just really cool, all of it. But it's funny, I swear to goodness, it's funny, because I'm thinking back to, I'm 25, I'm almost 26, I'm thinking back to my 24th reincarnation day. I hadn't even for real started my journey yet. That was almost 2 years ago. I'll be 26 in a few months. And I was in a completely different, like, I was a completely different person. All, like, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like, I had not even barely tapped in on that day. And it feels like that was decades ago. When I tell you, it feels like it was forever ago. It's just so, it's cool, it's really cool. But it makes me laugh, because literally, and I never thought, and that's the thing, like, I never thought I would be who I am now. And this is still only the beginning, which makes me really happy, because I know I still have a lot of you know, growing to do. I get to grow so much more before I transition into my next life. And I'm excited for it. It makes me happy, but it makes me laugh because it's so crazy to me. It's not crazy, it's like wildly beautiful, I like to say, instead of crazy now. But like, it's just so freaking cool because I was literally a whole ass different person, and I know I'm gonna keep transcending, I'm gonna keep growing, I'm gonna keep changing and transforming, and I'm very excited for that. And it's just like, I'm proud of myself, really, like thinking about how much work I did in that time, like, and because I really never thought like I could do it. I really never thought I could do it. Like I've said to you guys in previous videos, I thought that I would have to die in order to be happy, in order to feel peace, in order to not be like freaking miserable and depressed all the time and feel all that pain. And like I said in my previous video, I'm realizing I still have a lot of pain within my heart that like I need to like heal and soothe and comfort and transmute that energy and stuff like that too. But when I tell you where I was almost 2 years ago, where I was majority of my life, like, it's a huge freaking change. And this is freaking motivation and inspiration for those of you who think that like you can't do it either. Those of you who dealt with sexual traumas, whatever kind of traumas you've been through, because not only sexual traumas traumatize you, so many things. There were so many days that I really thought like I literally, and once again, I did die spiritually. I did, but I thought I had to physically die, like in order for me to not feel that. Or I thought I was going to be living the rest of my life completely freaking sad and miserable and not happy. And a big part of that too, I wasn't being my real self. Like I had suppressed so many parts of like my real self because of the things I've been through, because of the people I was around, because of people pleasing, because of pain, because I was scared, like so many things, you know. And I'm still getting to know myself, I'm still getting, and we change, and that's not to say we're always going to be the same, which I know you know, but like really truly embodying the things that I want to do, and like allowing myself to think bigger than what people told me, like all people told me I could be, or all I thought I could be. I could say I was putting my own self in a box, you know, like letting myself get out of that box. And it's a learning thing. It's something that has to do consistently, because sometimes, especially getting back around like people, like certain people or family and stuff, sometimes you want to retreat back into that box. Sometimes I want to retreat back into that box in order to once again like keep certain people in my life. But I said in a video a while ago, like if me being who I truly am and me speaking upon things that brought me pain, breaking these generational traumas and curses, like if in order for me to do that I have to lose people, I have to separate from people, like that's okay. Like that's something that I have to learn to be okay with completely, so that I don't allow myself to like retreat back into that box and suppress myself, because I don't want to do that, you know, for anybody. I don't want to do that for anybody, because that doesn't do anything good for me. Like it just makes me feel bad, and it's hard. Like it's really hard accepting like the new you, regardless of how people may or may not respond to you, you know. It is a hard thing to do, but it's very possible, and it's very freaking liberating, and it's just a beautiful thing, honestly. And this is why I do, one of the reasons why I do what I do, like come and talk to you guys about how I feel and share my journey and the things that I learn and stuff like that, because like I truly believe that everybody should be completely liberated of whatever is suppressing them, whether that be themselves, other people, like mental anguish, all of that stuff, you know. We are all worthy of being free, being who we truly are, whether that looks like what somebody else is or not, you know. Like we're meant to be different, we're not all meant to be the same, you know. Like we are the same spirit and being at our core. We all, you know, are the same in many ways, but we are also individuals. We're all meant to be here as the Most High in human form, experiencing ourselves in all the infinite freaking ways, which is a bunch of differences, you know what I'm saying? Like we're meant to be free, we're meant to be different, we're meant to speak up and break those chains. Like, that's a big thing. Like, I keep seeing a lot of the stuff of saying like there's one person in the family lineage that is meant to feel all the pain of all the generations, to really heal that, to speak that shit out, because we all do feel it. Like, we all have our ancestors within us, you know, like we all feel all of that shit. But there does come some certain individuals that are ready to allow themselves to feel those things and embrace those things, all those parts of them, and change it. And I am switching a lot of topics, I know, but that's beside the point. The point is that I just love life, all parts of it, even the parts that suck and that I sometimes don't want to feel, but I'm grateful for all of it. Like, truly I am, because it all brought me to where I am now. It all is bringing me closer to self, closer to my spirit, all brought me closer to my guides, reestablishing in relationships with my ancestors, even if not knowing all of them, you know, like still creating that relationship, creating that new relationship that I have with the Most High, with God, whatever title you may want to use. And I've always had one. That's the funny thing, but it was rocky growing up, because once again, having to listen what other people tell us how to have a relationship with God, who God is, what God says, and all those judgments and things of that nature. Like, I'm grateful that I've been able to find like my own relationship and find more truth, and I'm still seeking truth, and everybody's truth is different and stuff like that. But me knowing the biggest truth to me is that God is not a freaking judgmental ass being that people like to make it seem to be. Like, we are meant to be free, like we are meant to be us, we are the Most High, like I said, in human form, you know, in all forms, because the trees, the grass, the sky, the clouds, everything, the water, all the Most High. It's all the Most High, it's all God. But once again, just on a rant here, but yeah. But yep. You know what, it's so hard for me to title my videos because I talk about like 17 different things in one video. I guess I should learn how to not do that, but I can't, because I just be talking, and it's okay. But yeah, random little thought I had. But yep, I'm glad it's getting warmer out, because I like to be outside, and I do not like to be outside in the cold. I don't, and I know I should, even if it's cold, but it'd be hard. Okay, but yeah, I think I'm done now. I love you guys. See you later.